Have you ever found yourself scrolling through pictures of stunning landscapes, ancient cities, or beautiful beaches, only to feel a knot in your stomach? You want to go, but a voice in your head whispers, what about my autoimmune disease? Is it even possible? That feeling is something I see in my clinic all the time. Patient, let's call her Kelly, came to see me last year. She's been diagnosed with lupus and had a lifelong dream of seeing cherry blossoms in Japan. But now all she could think about were what ifs. What if I have a flare-up? What if I get an infection? What about my medications? Her dream felt like it was slipping away. But here's the twist. It doesn't have to be that way. With the right preparation, traveling with an autoimmune disease isn't just possible. It can be safe, rejuvenating, and an incredible experience. Today, we're going to turn those what ifs into how to. This is your practical step-by-step guide to traveling the world with confidence. The secret to a successful trip starts long before you pack your bags. It begins with a solid plan. Think of it as building a safety net for your adventure. Schedule a pre-travel consultation with your rheumatologist. And I don't mean the week before you leave. You need to see your doctor 4 to 6 weeks before your departure. This gives you time to make any necessary medication adjustments, get required vaccinations, and optimize your health. You want to discuss your itinerary, where you're going, what activities are planned. You want to review your medications. Do you need any dose adjustments? Vaccinations, are you up to date? And you need to prepare for a flare-up plan. What's the protocol if your symptoms worsen while abroad? Second, let's talk vaccinations. This is an important topic for anyone who is immunocompromised. When your immune system is suppressed, you're more vulnerable to infections. Vaccinations are your first line of defense. However, not all vaccines are safe for you. Inactivated vaccines only. These are vaccines where the virus or bacteria is killed. Think influenza, pneumococcal, Hep A, Hep B. No live vaccines. Live vaccines contain a weakened version of the virus. These are generally a no-go if you are on immunosuppressive therapy, and more specifically, biologic immunosuppressive therapy. This does not include methotrexate, hydroxychloroquine, leflunomide, or sulfasalazine. Live vaccines include vaccines like yellow fever, MMR, so measles, mumps, rubella, and oral typhoid. Timing is everything. Get your inactivated vaccines at least 2 weeks before you travel. If you're traveling to a country that requires a live vaccine, like yellow fever vaccine, for parts of Africa and South America, don't panic. Your doctor can provide you with a vaccination waiver letter. Managing medications while traveling can feel like a full-time job, but with the system, it's easy. First, pack more than what you need. I recommend packing 1.5 to 2 times your normal supply. Travel delays, lost luggage, and unexpected situations happen. The last thing you want is to be rationing your medication in a foreign country. Keep your medications on your carry-on. Never, ever put your medications in checked luggage. Keep all your medications in the original labeled containers. This helps with customs clearance. And get a letter from your rheumatologist detailing your condition and medications. This is your get out of jail free card for any question from security or customs. Some medications that are common in the US may be restricted or even illegal in other countries. Think medical marijuana. A quick search on the destination country's embassy website can save you a lot of trouble. If your medication needs to be kept cold, like with a biologic, invest in a medical grade cooler. Don't rely on a simple lunchbox with an ice pack. And plan ahead. Know where you can get more ice or have access to a refrigerator at your destination. You're in transit, you've planned, you've packed, and now you're on your way. Here's how to stay healthy during your journey. Airports and airplanes are crowded places which can be a hotbed for infections. Your goal is to create a personal bubble of safety. Mask up, wear a high-grade quality mask, like a surgical mask or N95 in the airport and on the plane. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. If that's not possible, use a hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Use disinfecting wipes to clean your seat, tray, table, and armrest. So now let's talk about food and water safety. This is especially important if you are traveling to a developing country. Think of it this way: boil it, cook it, peel it, or forget it. So the rule is drink only bottled water or boiled water. This includes for brushing your teeth. Avoid ice unless you're certain it's made of purified water. Eat only foods that are fully cooked and served hot. Stick to fruits that you can peel yourself. Avoid raw vegetables, salads, and street vendor food. It might seem overly cautious, but traveler's diarrhea can be more than just an inconvenience for someone with an autoimmune disease. It can be dangerous. Now you've arrived. Now, how do you enjoy your trip without triggering a flare? Pace yourself. It's tempting to try and see everything in one day, but overexertion is a common flare trigger. I recommend the following. Build in rest days. Don't schedule back-to-back high-energy activities. Listen to your body. If you're feeling tired, it's okay to take a break. Maintain a regular sleep schedule. As much as possible, stick to your normal sleep routine to support your immune system, and be sun smart. For many with autoimmune diseases, especially those with lupus and dermatomyositis, sun exposure can be a major problem. High SPF sunscreen, reapply generously, protective clothing, so wear long sleeves, pants, and a wide brimmed hat, and seek shade. Avoid direct sunlight during peak hours, which is between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Now let's talk about post-travel check-in. The trip isn't over when you land back home. Schedule a follow-up appointment. Plan to see your doctor within 2 to 4 weeks of your return. This is your checkup for any travel-related complications or infections that might have delayed onset. Monitor your health. If you develop a fever or any unusual symptom, call your doctor immediately and be sure to tell them about your recent travel. Remember Kelly, the patient who dreamed of seeing cherry blossoms in Japan? She went, she planned, she prepared, and she had she had the trip of her lifetime. Living with an autoimmune disease means you have to be more mindful and prepared, but it should never mean you have to give up on your dreams. With a solid plan, open communication with your medical team, and a commitment to listening to your body, the world is still yours to explore. What are your biggest concerns about traveling with autoimmune diseases? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found the guide helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Room Doctor, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. See you in the next one.